Welcome to another episode of the Unframe of Mine Shoe. Check this out. Hey, listen. There was a song that apparently a lot of people thought that we should respond to and check out and maybe even like pretend to not to react to or what, I don't know, whatever they wanted us to do, but the song kept coming up. I wanted to check it out, so I saved it for this. But we did a couple songs by this gentleman by the name of Samson. Yeah. He just recently released another one called 46 equals 13. We're going to check out this next song. Again, I agree with everybody in the comments who has said this dude needs to blow up. Yes. So, that being said, please do us a huge favor. If you enjoy this non-reaction to his video, tag him in it, share it with him on his pages, let him know it's here, share it with your other friends, let them know about him, so maybe we can all kind of work together to help each other out. Yeah. That would be super cool. So, that being said, this video is 46.
Have you seen this?
I have not.
Okay.
This song is 46 equals 13 by Samson. And you know how badly I wanted to watch this video?
How bad?
Like pretty bad. And I was waiting very patiently until we could get back in the studio again to record it. So this is 46 equals 13. And in the podcast listening audience, there's a thing across the screen that says, chances are you feel the same way I do.
Yeah.
Let's begin.
Yeah.
I love high gas prices. I love paying more for groceries, and I really love seeing taxes rise.
Okay, one thing I'm noticing I really love about Samson.
That mullet. I love the fucking mullet, dude.
It's something that none of the other independent artists that we've seen really has a good handle on.
The mullet.
It's not the mullet.
It's the mullet.
It's the sarcasm.
I'm taking the fucking mullet, man.
His sarcasm is so dripping thick, wet. Like, I love it. Like, it's like...
Like her panties are coming down kind of wet.
A man after my own heart. Like, this guy has like, oh yeah, I like the level of sarcasm.
Right.
is on point. And I think that's going to be his like thing.
I like his shirt. It's got his name, but it's in the shape of a mullet. That's pretty cool.
That's fantastic.
Like that.
Now, of course, he can never get rid of his mullet.
No, please don't. Dude, he's rocking it well.
I love high gas prices. I love paying more for groceries, and I really love seeing taxes rise.
I got a feeling he's going with inflation on this one, the way he's talking about the gas prices going up. And
maybe that's what the 46 equals 13 means.
Could be.
I don't know. The title alone was enough to make me go, what does that even mean?
Yeah, let's I got a feeling he's going into inflation with this. I don't know if the whole song is going to be about that, but it kind of seems like that's the premise of where it's going right now.
All right. Good guess.
So good knowing that I'm giving more but receiving less. It makes me feel humble, but I'm gonna stop with the sarcasm right there, because I swear we're living in a real jungle. It's pretty simple to me though.
Dude, I love
way past being left or right. Just use your head and common sense and think about how you've been affected in daily life. Is it easier or is it harder? That's the most important question you should think of first, because life is a bitch already as it is, and you don't need someone that's gonna make it worse. Ask me? I think we're fucked. Don't give me that look, everything sucks. Have you gone outside? Have you been to the store? Have you compared the prices to a year before? Do you drive a car? Have you pumped gas? Don't lie to me now, it sucks ass. You can brush it off like it's a fucking joke, but the media lies, numbers don't. Well, you can't blame Biden, it isn't him. Well, who the fuck is it then? What jacked up the prices? I want to know why I spend so much up at Conoco. I don't know. I think it's insane that the leader of the country gets no blame, because the whole entire time, the last 4 years, it was cheap as fuck. I'm just saying. Now watch. Down.
That's true.
Oh my God. That's all we heard every day.
Well, here's the thing, though, is you get a lot of people in the comment section that want to be, what's the word I'm looking for? They start talking, economics, and they want to tell you why it's not the president's fault as far as gas prices and inflation and all this. And I'm like, somebody here is responsible for it, But
they're the same people that have, in other videos that go against their guy, they'll say, well, it's definitely his fault, and here's why.
Yeah, what I find interesting though is it seems like the only time when things go bad, I've noticed with presidents, they want to blame the previous administration. Yeah. But then when things are good, they want to take all the credit for it. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Every single time.
You got to take the good with the bad here if you're if you're holding that power of office. Yeah. You can't just say, well,
a mark of a true leader is somebody that takes responsibility for everything,
for his failures,
everything, everything, whether it's directly your fault or not. You could have had some influence over it that would have changed the course of the way things are, and you didn't, or you did, or something you did or didn't do. It's like if it takes a real leader to admit yeah, I made this policy. It didn't quite work out the way we planned it was.
But they're not going to do that.
Here's what we're doing to fix that.
Right.
Like, I would have total respect for Biden if
but
he come up
that's transparency, and you're not going to get it from politicians.
For a second.
It ain't going to happen, dude.
Not even
there you
for
go.
A second.
There's your new song. Transparency.
Blame because the whole entire time, the last 4 years, it was cheap as fuck. I'm just saying. Now watch. Down in the comment section, someone's gonna give us an economy lesson. I can't wait
just
to
said
hear
that. I literally just
You
said
just said that. That's fantastic. So I guess great minds, man. That's well done.
Wow, that was now, mind you, I have not seen this video.
I was going to say, are you sure you haven't
No,
seen
I have not.
Yeah.
No.
All right. That's pretty good.
economy lesson. I can't wait to hear your expert analysis on fluctuation and how expenses balance. Hey, it's all a part of the process. What the hell you bitching for? It's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 16 cents that I saved on hot dogs for 4th of July. What a fucking steal. Too bad I spent more on gas just to get to Target.
Right.
So by the time I got done buying all the shit and filling up my car, I had way less than when I started.
Yep.
Now, I don't really call that saving. No, I call that losing money. It doesn't take a genius to do simple math, but apparently you can't, so who's the dummy? Probably still me. I'm just pissed off.
Probably still
This
me.
inflation's fucked up.
Inflation,
But I gotta
yep.
sit here and act like I love this administration with a thumbs up.
Fuck that.
I like how he's got like the voice of his critics off to the side, like
Coming in from one side in your headphone, I can hear it. Yeah.
feeding him lines like, "Hey, this is what's
From the opposite side.
yeah, whatever." They're like, "Well, what about this? And what about the like, questions that he would be asked?" And then he goes on to for the next few bars answering that concern or question. That's pretty good.
I like that. Yeah, that is good.
Stupid. Everything is hell, but you act like I'm supposed to be in heaven. You know our country ain't doing too good when the Waffle Houses start to close at 11. Dude, he can barely talk, and don't act like I'm being overzealous. Every time the man speaks, I have no fucking clue what he's trying to tell us. Every speech is like a gag reel. Every time I see the shit, I'm like, is that real? Well, considering the fact that the only other option was Trump, I don't think it's such a bad deal. Fuck that. I want a strong leader. The strength of a man should be constantly tested, especially when you're in the most powerful position in the world. That should be not even a question. There's really not enough words that can describe the craziness we're facing, dude. But the crazier part is there's still people you need to sit down and really explain this to.
Yeah, that's the sad
Just
part.
watch a press conference. You'll see the Joe is all gone. He literally says out loud that he has a list of people he's supposed to call on. And even then he fucks that up.
It's true. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Wow. When he said, I had to go back and be like, did he really just say that? That was crazy, dude.
Right.
I've never heard that come from a president before.
As they said, even then, fuck that up too.
Wow.
He's not telling no lies.
No.
He ain't telling no lies.
No lies detected.
Says out loud that he has a list of people he's supposed to call on. And even then he fucks that up. The whole thing is hella awkward. COVID-19 ain't his biggest enemy. It is. It's the goddamn teleprompter. It feels like we don't even have a leader. Nope. It's like we're all just following blindly. Each of my grandparents could run circles around him in a debate and they're almost 90. Look at him. Don't take it from me. Go listen to him. It's not a rumor.
You gotta, I mean,
Today, Junior! Jesus Christ. Go on YouTube and click any video of Joe.
This is great. Oh my god.
Today, Junior.
The humor and shit that's like in this, the way he's the presentation of it all is like fantastic. And he's doing all this in one shot. Notice that?
Yeah, I am.
The whole thing, one shot. He's got it all like down pat, memorized, like holy crap.
That was hilarious. But he's pointing out all the things that we're constantly seeing and hearing, from the Biden administration, and then also him himself, and he just constantly fumbles over his words and he gets lost in public. When he went to the G Summit, it was like he got lost in the coffee shop. Like how the fuck does that happen?
I love at the very beginning where he kind of says the same general idea that we say is like, hey, if go outside and look, what's your own experience telling you about things? Is life like chaos? Is there, go outside, you hear the birds chirp, it's fine. But at the same time, how's your financial situation? Is it getting harder or is it not getting harder? Like, what is that?
I'm starting to see that in the grocery stores with the prices of everything going up, and of course we talk about inflation, some of the time, but, we've been telling people on the show since COVID started, watch, there's going to be an inflation here.
Absolutely.
We warned people, we told people, start stocking up a little bit more than what you're used to doing.
Right.
And now all of a sudden everybody's bitching about, the prices. And it's like, well, we kind of told you so.
Yep, absolutely.
rumor.
You gotta, I mean,
Today, Junior. Jesus Christ, go on YouTube and click any video of Joe Biden and check out the like and the dislike.
That is so true. That is so true. You go to the White House, YouTube channel.
Every single videos.
Yeah, you go back and you look at the White House videos now. They used to, I don't know if they still do or not, but now it's like they disabled comments.
Yep.
And then you remember back when he was elected president, they were fudging the numbers on the like to dislike ratio, and it was all over the news. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's, again, no lies detected.
If you go back and look at every single White House video, the like to dislike ratio is terrible. They've got so many dislikes. And hell, I go in there every now and again just to click the dislike button just to add to the number because it's fucking funny. And honestly, when that's the only way that you can show any kind of like reaction to those videos, people are going to take advantage of it. Like,
yeah,
when you take
and the
away
fact
the comment
that
section, when you take away people's ability on a government,
what does that tell you?
Like.
And that's just on YouTube. Come on.
Years ago, I wrote this in that fake news guide that I wrote.
Right.
Where one of the things you need to look for when you're reading your news is the comment section enabled or not?
Yeah.
Because for me, a lot of times when I'll read an article, I'll go down to the comment section and kind of see, okay, what are people saying against it? What are the counter arguments?
The counter argument, yeah.
What is it I maybe hadn't considered that is being mentioned?
Right.
But when you only have the one voice and it's being tightly controlled, like.
That ought to tell you something.
It's a lot easier to brainwash people.
Yep.
A lot easier. Let's continue. Oh.
I love that still image.
And click any video of Joe Biden and check out the like and the dislike ratios. That should prove to you that no one likes him. I don't agree with anything he's done. His decisions affect me in many ways. If it was up to me, I'd rather have mean tweets and cheap gas any day.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Biden. What good's he done for us? I think Afghanistan.
Oh, it's like two different songs.
That was pretty cool. I was like, is the song over? Are we going to have like 2 minutes of like a paid promotion or what's going on here?
I was wondering why it was, I happened to look over and then all of a sudden I thought it was over.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at the timeline here and I'm like, we still got quite a bit left to go. What's going on?
Here. Yeah.
Okay. This is cool. Different beat, but different flow, different everything.
This is something
I
haven't seen him do this in any of his songs before.
I haven't seen anybody do this before.
Totally changes it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I have not seen anybody do this before.
Okay.
This is different.
I'd rather have mean tweets and cheap gas any day.
Let's roll with it.
I don't like Biden. What good's he done for us?
Like you're in the 2 for
I
1
think
here.
Afghanistan pretty much sums it up.
Ooh.
What a dumb adult. My stomach does somersaults when I think about those 13 soldiers that were killed the fucking golf. Then he goes to the service and keeps checking his watch like.
Dude, did you see that?
I totally understand now why the beat changed, why the entire mood changed, because what he's talking about now is some pretty serious shit.
And it was very recent too. So
yes.
Wow, this that the blood is on his hands. You often hear that talked about.
Yeah.
Joe Biden is responsible for this. They didn't have to go this route.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand is the way he pulled out of Afghanistan. He could have went about it so many other ways, but the way he did it cost the lives of 13 individuals that are military.
That's just our side.
Yeah, and then you're not even talking about all the Afghans that were climbing on board of these planes on the outside and that were dropping as the airplanes were taking off, and it's just
all the people who were supporters of the United States who are now trying desperately to get out of the country. There's an excellent podcast by Barry Weiss. If you want to listen to somebody who is maybe not within your political wheelhouse that is going to give you shit straight, check out Barry Weiss's new podcast called Honestly. Mm-hmm. It's a very well done in terms of journalistic integrity goes. I sense no bullshit. Like I disagree with her politically on a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff she's talking about that's like real. Like I would definitely fully recommend that as a podcast to listen to.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's thinking about this and he's bringing this to the attention. I have not heard anybody else talk about the 13, soldiers that we lost. Yep. My stance as far as, supporting military and that, and, I've had buddies go over there. So this kind of hits close to home.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Afghanistan pretty much sums it up. What a dumb adult. My stomach does somersaults when I think about those 13 soldiers that were killed the fucking golf. Then he goes to the service and keeps checking his watch like he has somewhere better to be. I swear the disrespect doesn't stop. Pick your fucking head up. Look at the women and men you killed. I don't understand how anyone could even defend you still. And if they do, they either don't know what they're talking about or they're lying to themselves, cause they know damn well you're a problem now. Pulling out was a good choice, not the way you did it though. Kamala's probably sitting there like, oh my god, we did it, Joe. Speaking of her, where's she been through all these deadly days? As soon as shit erupts and hits the fan, Kamala's MIA. Not like she does anything anyway, so fucking useless. Law and order, crisis at the border, she don't fucking do shit. Just a talking head, paired up with the Walking Dead, breaking absolutely every word that was promised or said. Every time I see their faces on TV, it's such a bummer. I feel like I'm watching the third installment of Dumb and Dumber. And on top of all that, they put another ban on ammo, trying to disarm Americans, but equip the Taliban like Rambo. You give them hundreds of thousands of military guns, but Americans just trying to protect their families are the scary ones. You put more trust in a terrorist organization than you do in your own people. You don't care about this.
I haven't heard it put quite that way, but
dude,
the way he just said, you put more trust in a terrorist organization than you do your own people.
And you're working with a terrorist organization, and yet you're trying to strip us of our God, given right to be able to bear arms. It's just, it's moments like this when I hear somebody talk about it or rap about it or sing about it in such a way that, like you said, is different, but you never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like, it's almost like he's become a voice for a lot of us that don't have the bigger platforms, and when he gets to this level to where he can reach so many people, I'm wondering how many people are actually going to pay attention to him, actually give him that time to hear him out and what he has to say. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like too that this is somebody who is saying a lot of things that, we have said, but we don't have the platform. I mean, we have the platform, but we just don't have the followers to be able to shout that out into the distance.
So,
go ahead.
Badly timed pun intended. Samson needs to blow up.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
He needs to blow up.
Yeah. I don't, here's the thing though. I think he will, and it's coming soon that he's really going to hit that blow up status and just go viral.
Yep.
I'm glad that we're doing this now, reacting to his music, because we're just going to sit back and be like, we knew it. Like we have with everything else. We've talked about it before. We were talking about the coronavirus before any major platform at all. And it's like, you go back and you watch our videos and it's just, yeah.
Pretty much.
It's crazy,
Let's
man.
Continue. Yep. Where's that?
Trying to disarm Americans, but equip the Taliban like Rambo. You give them hundreds of thousands of military guns, but Americans just trying to protect their families are the scary ones. You put more trust in a terrorist organization than you do in your own people. You don't care about this nation. Fuck you, that's from me. Fuck you, that's from them. Fuck you from everyone that's still stuck in Afghanistan. Fuck you from the men and women who died for this country. And fuck you for every time you lie to cover up something. You blame this on Trump. How the fuck is this even his fault? You're in charge now, not him. That's just your default. Whenever something goes wrong, you flip and say he did it. But whenever something goes right, you're quick to take the credit. You undid almost all of Trump's agreements by your second day. So why is this one of the only fucking things you left in place? No crosses to bear, no responsibilities, just chocolate chip to ease your mental instability. I would say the blood's on your hands, but that's a lie, cause you don't even know where the fuck you are half the time.
Wow. My guy, that's dude, hit us up. We want you on the show to talk a little bit more in depth on things. And obviously we get a real perception of what his politics are. But I want to dive a little deeper into a conversation with him. So, dude, if you happen to catch this non-reaction, hit us up, man. I'd love to have you on, because I feel like there's so many things that we can resonate with with what he's discussing. And I actually, as disappointing as some of those conversations can be in a sense of what we have to discuss, they need to be discussed.
Yep, absolutely.
And hearing it from somebody that's actually making music about it and reaching a larger mass than what we're doing, I kind of wonder if he actually sits back sometimes and realize the people that resonate with him. I'm sure he does, but
so just general overall, as far as the song, what do you think about that?
Love it. I love the beat, the transition into two different songs.
That was cool.
I've never seen that before. I love it. I hope he does more of that. I felt like the first part of the song was done earlier, and then he didn't release it, and it's almost like he added the second part when after the whole situation with Afghanistan happened. I'm not quite I mean, that's, correct me if I'm wrong, Samson, if you happen to respond. That's what it kind of seemed like. It kind of seemed like he had the first part done, but then Afghanistan happened, so then he made a part 2.
Right.
So I like that.
I can totally see that. And I'm loving the entire mood change in the beat and everything, and all the beats are really well done. I don't know if he does them on his own or what, but fantastic. So, if you guys would like to see us react to another video or whatever. Anyway, you guys have been watching the Unframe of Mind show. I'm your host, Daniel Wagner.
Anthony Trewick.
And we will see you next time.
All right, see you guys.
You put more trust in a terrorist organization than you do in your own people. You don't care about this nation. Fuck you. That's for me.